Hi, everyone. This is Teresa Aker, and you're watching Success Diaries. I am privileged today to introduce you to Dani. How you doing, Dani?
Hi, Teresa. I'm doing wonderful. I'm really thrilled to be here today with you. Thanks for the invitation.
Listen, you were patient with me too. Sometimes when we get started with these podcasts, we have a few glitches, and you've been very patient, and we go back and forth, and that's good. And, I know you had a few things, so we just, you know what, we just become patient with each other. So it's all good. So thank you for joining me today. I'm just going to read a little bit about your biography because you have quite an extensive background, and I want to be able to read that. Okay?
Okay,
So
awesome.
just give me 1 second here. We're going to pull that up while we're hearing, but I'm very, very happy that you've come into the show today. So I'm just going to read a little bit here. So Dani, also known as Daniela Brazil, is a Brazilian-American media personality, entrepreneur, and advocate for immigrant communities, celebrated for her multifaceted career bridging cultural gaps between Brazil and the United States. With over 2 decades of experience in the US, Dani has become a prominent figure, particularly within the Brazilian immigrant community, through her dedication to storytelling, culture preservation, and empowerment. You're doing a great job. So let's start at the beginning. How did this all get started?
Hi, Teresa. This is a long way, 20 years, 25 years ago when I arrived in America, coming from Brazil. They needed to connect and to have the right resources to find information in order to navigate. As being a Brazilian immigrant in America, I came very young, and then to find the right information and to do not do any mistakes, and to fail while you're here trying to make a life in America. So that has been for many years one of my missions, when I become know how it's to live in America. I would love to pass this through the information and help others.
That's fantastic. We talked a little bit before the show, and I'm quite impressed. You're quite young, but you're helping your fellow Brazilians make that change over to United States. And it must be uh, not only a little bit challenging, but it might even be a bit scary for them. And you're right there helping them all along the way. And I think that's terrific. So let's say you're coming from Brazil and you're going to United States. What would be some of the immediate tips that you would have?
I will tell them I have this page information that I tell them before you come to United States, you need to do your research.
Sure.
You need to find the place, a safe place to be. If you have kids nearby schools, research like if you don't drive, you needed to know like if there is any public transportation. Also, I'll tell them how important it is to be legally over here in the United States. So you have to find a lawyer to go through immigration. And also because now in 2025, everything changed that like we see the results right now. So I have been preparing my page, this information over a year and a half ago before anything changed.
Okay.
And somehow clicks on my mind to start to help people. And then most of the time they know friends, they have family, but they feel yeah, safe but unsafe. But it's good always to have the second resource so you can find information. And I have been helping a lot of people, to come and not only to live or to work, but also for being a tourist, to visit the right place, so for service. And this is amazing because you feel how people are so thankful now when you give the support for them.
That's amazing. So who are you working with in the United States side to help people come over? Who exactly do you work with?
I don't work
Okay.
with any institution. I don't work with any lawyers. I don't work, no, I don't. What I do, I interview those people who can provide the service and can provide the right information. And those people in Brazil, they connect with them and
Oh,
ask how they can come over here. So what I do, I connect people. I don't have institution. Is I'm like I just look. I know who I'm talking with, and how serious they are, the service, and then they have the base to give the right information through the interviews, the podcasts.
sure.
um
Okay.
yeah, so I'm very careful in order to connect and give any information that would not be cause any problems to the third party, like especially people who would never come to America.
Yeah, because as you said before, and safety would be the biggest number one concern. And in anybody going to any country, you want to be sure that you know who you're dealing with and what's happening. And there, unfortunately, in this day, well, I guess that's always, there's some people that aren't as, up and up. So you want to make sure that you avoid that for them. So that's really good. You're quite educated, Dani. You're quite educated. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yes, I challenged myself a few years ago to go back to school. I am a single mom, so I really
Oh,
want to give to my son the best of me while I was raising him. And I don't want to be part of the statistic, single mom from Brazil, immigrant. No, I don't. So I always work very hard to overcome any kind of statistic and then to stand up for myself. And I believe that was an act of love for him, to get education and to know how to, to talk, to be in society, to understand how United States works, the politics, economy. So I went back to school. My son was already, I believe, 5 to 6 years old,
okay.
and was not easy. But I put myself in school, and then I got my education. I went to UCI. I did political science. I graduate, and also I work a little bit with import export, Department of Commerce, because I'm very curious. So I want to know about everything. So political science helped me a lot being a
Okay.
single mom and also immigrant to United States to understand it, to learn how works, the country.
That's I commend you. First of all, well done. Your son is probably very proud of you and
Yeah,
you've done a lot. So that's wonderful. Your family and now do you have family in Brazil still?
I do. I do
They
have
must
my
be proud of you too.
class. They like, wow, how did you do this? Yeah, my son.
Exactly. Now, do
Mm-hmm.
you have siblings? Do you have brothers
I
and sisters?
do. I do have a
So,
brother in Brazil and my sister, she's right now in the United States.
well,
Yes.
I wondered if some of them wanted to come along and sort of be follow in your footsteps.
Yes, my brother, no, he really like he's more Brazilian. He likes to stay there, but he comes sometimes to visit us. And
Nice.
my sister, she's going to school over here, so she's getting the also the education and yeah, she's here. So I pretty much I believe she's very happy.
Oh, I bet. United States is
Yeah,
a wonderful country.
it
So that's that
is.
absolutely a lot of opportunity. I know in Brazil there is too, but it's nice that if somebody wants to move to US, there's a lot of opportunity there. So that's
Yes.
great. Now let's talk about, so let's go back to now you're helping people and get them to the right organizations. Do you kind of follow them through? Do you follow them all the way through, or you just kind of, so your service is to help them bridge and then they go on their way, or do you continue with them?
I bridge them. Usually they watch the podcast or the lives I have, and they contact me and they say, "Oh, can I have the contact of this lawyer? Can I have this accounting contact? Or I need some help or some service because most of the time also I interview hairdressers, people who does all kind of service over here." and then they is a bridge so they can, get the service. So I feel like really fortunate to do that, and to help others, and also those people who had been going through a lot over here, United States, and they become a very successful now. They are good examples for others who are in Brazil. They would love to follow their steps. So I connect them, or they ask for the phone number, the contact, or email, and I share. It was no cost. I never charge no one for
Oh,
that.
wow.
It's totally free. My mission is just to connect and make sure everyone who has a dream to come to the United States for tourist, to be a tourist, or just to visit, or maybe to work or to go to school, they are safe, and they don't follow any wrong information, or or bad service providers. That's my mission. So I don't make any profit of that. I just have a podcast, I connect people, and that's my joy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. And the name of your podcast?
A podcast called Be Live with Dani Ke'lly. Be Live with Dani Ke'lly.
Okay.
And then, yeah, and then I have a page for the Brazilian community. It's all in Portuguese and calls Passaporte da Informação. So it's uh, passport of information,
Yeah.
so it's like you get all the information you need to come into United States on the proper way. I just try to frame that because,
Yeah.
I don't want to have any misunderstanding. And this was my point since the beginning, is like 2 years ago. That was like, I wanted to bring professionals to tell you how to live in United States, and nothing's easy. You have to go through struggle, right? You have to go through the process, part of the process, but is you are able to go through it and then you have a beautiful life. And but you have to go follow the rules, follow the steps, and don't trust everybody you meet and say, oh, that's not the way it is. And that that's it.
Yeah, what an excellent concept. So first you're there, so you've got a podcast, anybody can watch it. It's all free. It's they can go ahead and find that information. Then you
Yeah.
connect them and they're able to connect with the right organizations that they're going to need no matter what. And as you said, it's not an easy process, but they at least they've got someone who can guide them through it. And then
Yeah.
when they come to the other side, now they can help other people as they get there. So that's an excellent system. Well done. Well done. I give you that.
Yeah. Think that's what I believe that people would do, like, I got help, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pass along to others.
Yeah.
But I don't know, is we cannot like relying everybody thinks the same. But at the least I'm doing that's what I want to do, to help others, no cost, free of cost, and then get information, and they can call people, they email them, and then I haven't seen a lot of people say call me and say, oh, meeting me later on and say, oh, thank you so much. I watched the podcast, and then I have to do this accounting thing. I didn't know, and they, was they got this heavy stuff away from them. So I was happy. They are happy. So it was really making me feel good. Fulfills me. It was
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. Giving back to your community. That's exciting.
yeah.
Now,
Really.
I'm thinking you're on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. What are you on?
I am on YouTube
Okay.
with the Be Live with Dani Ke'lly, and Instagram and Facebook. On my LinkedIn is more about my studio. I could have a Kreashenstudios, and then we do podcasts over there, and I rent for podcasters, and then we do content creations. But I am more on YouTube. My page in YouTube is like Be Live with Dani Ke'lly. It's over there with all kind of information over there.
Perfect. And I'll make sure it's all in the show notes, of course. So you'll make sure I get all those links so that people can take a look. So that's good. And I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel too, and we'll just keep it going. That's wonderful. I'm happy to help promote you and help you with what
Yeah,
you're doing.
appreciate.
Absolutely. I think you're doing a great service for your country, for the people who come over. When you're an immigrant, I came, of course, from you know, my ancestors came from other countries too. We all have them. And boy, it's nice to know that there's someone like you that's kind and ready to help them. So that's wonderful. The other thing I wanted to say to you is, as you're here and you got education, do a lot of people come over and then you guide them through that too to help them get educated and show them where they can go to get sort of upgraded maybe from any education that they may need? Is that part of that too?
We do have the certain resources for that because we have a lot of ESL English school over here in LA. I live in LA, so we have a lot of ESL schools that they also have all the process for Brazilian students or anybody in the whole world to come and to do the right process to study in school. But because also I went through the process, I can help them, guide them, and how they can go and give the prescription right on the grades, and then to talk to the counselor, the school, and that we can go through that process. But we also have schools that you can give information about. But most of the Brazilians, they come to go to school over here. They already come from Brazil, ready to go direct to school, United States.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because some of the qualifications might be different there too, right?
Yes, yes, it's a lot. You have to know English, or if you don't know,
Oh,
you have to go
yeah.
through the ESL. So it takes longer time. Yeah.
That's interesting too. So now they're coming from Brazil. Do most of them know English when they come here or
Some of them
Spanish,
can
I
know.
suppose?
They know the basic English,
Okay.
because you have to do the paperwork, the application, but they know the basic English. There is a lot of levels, like if you
Sure.
go to the college or they go university, or if they go more like the master's or PhD. So if you go more college, some of them need more help with ESL, or some of them they come just for the ESL and then they have to go over the whole process. They don't have to know English because they can learn over here through the school process.
Fantastic. You're
Yeah.
really quite an advocate. That's wonderful. You really truly are. And again, I say at such a young age, you're doing a great job. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
if somebody wanted to reach out to you right now, so do you have a web page or do they just go to your shows? How do they reach out to you?
Um, how to reach out to me? I have a Instagram page called Be Live with Dani Ke'lly, and a Facebook is the same as
Okay.
this for the podcast. And also they can reach me out on the 818-357-0228 is my business contact
Yeah.
for any require inquiries. And then also I have the email called Kreashenstudios@gmail.com. I will write down for you guys here.
I'll make sure it's in the show
Okay.
notes too.
Yes, and the YouTube page, you have all kind of way to contact me over there. The Be Live with Dani Ke'lly. And yeah, that's the way easy way to reach me out for more information about the passport information, the work I do with my community. And besides this information, I help my community. I also help Brazilians entrepreneurs to build the business over here in the United States. So
Okay.
we have also the group that we help to navigate how to do the business English, the basic, know how to promote your business, how you can expand your business, how you can brand your business. So I also help Brazilian entrepreneurs over here to
Oh.
expand to the American market. Yes. Mhm.
That's that's excellent. Absolutely. Because yeah, there's a lot of entrepreneurs that want to get going here too. That's fantastic. I
Yes.
also think on this side, organizations may want to connect with you so they
Mhm.
can connect with the Brazilians coming.
Yes.
So I mean, it all is nice. It's a nice network.
It's all flow together because
Sure.
most of the time we are like communities, right? We are close in our communities because
Yeah.
of us. We have a small business. Now we have hairdressers. manicures, you can do
Sure.
manicure, you can do but now like all kind of service, but you're so close to your community. So you just need a little time to someone to pull you out and go expand it. So, and then sometimes because of the English, the language barriers, people does not advance. So I help them to get this connection. They say, no, don't be afraid, just go, but it's part also my my mission, right, to make you grow now besides being the Brazilian community.
Yeah, that's great. Honestly, what a great concept. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. And now if I was to say, where do you see yourself growing in the next 5 years? What do you see yourself doing?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question because I am the person who I am the go, go, go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I create, 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 create. Uh, but I haven't think about this next 5 years. Um, but I believe that I really want my company Kreashenstudios to grow up now, like here go the studios go national wide, have
oh
a lot
yeah.
of more studios, like the concept I'm creating for Kreashenstudios. And then I believe that the podcast to grow too and have like wonderful people like you and then the Brazilians. And then I believe that I would love to be the connection point to advocate for immigrants because it's not easy to be an immigrant in any place in the world. I'm not saying only isolating United States, but in any place. Once you decide to leave your country for a better life, now you see people getting asylums to go, in the South America, Central America to come over here, or people in Africa trying to get to Europe. Um, no one leaves your country because for nothing, or because you have a dream, or because you want a better life, or because you always have a dream. You have always a good
Yeah.
motivation behind you, or you're afraid of something, or you want to protect someone, you want to grow. So it's not easy to be immigrant because you live from your nest, you live from, your comfortable zone, but also you want to grow, you want to see the world.
Right.
So I believe that I would love to be advocate for the immigrants, not only Brazilians, for everyone. And then this is not a easy mission because I know the laws, regulations, and people who does not love immigrants. But I just want to tell them that we are here to help. You're not here to cause any problems. And then I stand because I'm immigrant, but I love this country, and like myself, I believe a lot of people are also on the same position that I am. So in the next 5 years, I believe that I would love to advocate for immigration and then support and protect and also connect with all Americans over here and the whole world.
That's
Yes.
fantastic. What a noble cause. That's
Yeah.
really wonderful,
Thank
honestly.
you.
If I can help you in any small way to get to you where you want to be,
Oh,
boy, I'm honored to do that with you. I
thank
think that's
you.
wonderful.
Thank
Honestly. You know what? It was my pleasure today to have you on, Donnie. You have got such a big heart. Oh, you're such a big heart. Oh my goodness. Any way we can help you. Oh, my pleasure. You are just,
Thank you. I thought
you're
you
the
were going to
one
make me
helping
cry.
everyone. You're going to make me cry. You're the one helping everyone. You deserve it. And you've got, I wish you only the best, honestly. And the Brazilian people I know are extremely proud that they have someone helping them along
Yeah,
the way. That's
no,
wonderful.
yeah, they are. Anytime they need me, I'm there, and I connect any jobs, any work, any connection, I'm there. So it's just part of me. So
It is. I can tell
yeah,
you've got,
I'm
oh, I'm
very
so glad.
emotional. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. You're
Oh
honest and
no.
it's coming
Yeah,
from your heart. And that's
right.
all. Oh, It's my
Yeah.
pleasure. I'm so glad I had you on today. I'm glad I met you. And
Me
my next part is, yes, and with
too.
all the blessings in the world, maybe we could have you come back in in another episode and we can see where you're at and maybe you could tell us the continuation of your story and where you're going. How's that?
Course, I would love to. It's my pleasure to be here and share my story. This is like a next level because, when people ask me, "Oh, what's the next 5 years?" Like, oh no, but I know something that touched my heart is the immigration, and I was going through a lot right now this year, especially. But yeah, I would love to share with you. Everything is coming along now with the group, with
Yeah.
the Brazilian community. Also, what's coming for 2026. I would love to share with you, Teresa. Thank you for having me and sharing my story with you.
Oh, I'm honored, truly. Thank you. And yes, we will have you back. Now, the other thing, I want to make sure you get all the links to me so that we can help, in our way, help you. And then, as you grow, we definitely want to hear your story. So, Donnie, you're just wonderful. I'm very, very grateful I had you on today.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you guys for watching me at Teresa's. Thank you, Teresa.
Absolutely. So to everyone, go over. I'm going to make sure all of Donnie's information is here. You're going to be able to see it in the show notes. I'll make sure if you want to reach out to her, you can directly, or if you want to get a hold of me, I'll make sure that she has all the information. Thank you again, Donnie. And to everyone else, this is Teresa Aker. You've been watching Success Diaries. I hope you're having a great day. Do subscribe to my channel. I truly appreciate that. And I look forward to talking to you all very soon. Bye-bye.